Look, all I'm saying is that we're in Indianapolis in May. I don't understand why we can't watch the 500 while we're there. I'm not happy about this, but I've got another call. I've got to go. Hello? Speaking. The Commissioner's office? Well, how can I help you? Look, I've checked. There's nothing in the rules that says you can't be managed by a crab. You can talk about the spirit of the rules all you want, mate, but every other team in the league had the opportunity to hire Bruce, and none of them did. So it's no good them coming crying about cheating now. Look, I've got better things to do, mate. I've got a World Series to win. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 3 of the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Bruce Crab era continues to be a raging success. Look at these team rankings. We are pretty much first in every single category. We have, home runs, we're 8th, which is a little bit disappointing perhaps. The next worst is 5th in zone defense rating. We're best in errors, best in strikeouts, second best in pitching WAR and FIP, best in starters and bullpen ERA. It is absolutely just incredible. We've got the best runs against and the best runs scored. It is kind of cheating having Bruce Crab, isn't it, at times? He is absolutely incredible. You can see Inciarte has dropped below 400. Outrageous. Willem McQuaid is up there in home runs. WAR is fantastic. Look at these ERAs. The only problems, if I'm singling up anybody, Jon Duplantier is not doing a fantastic job. And Reyes and Joe Kelly in the bullpen could be doing better. But everybody else is just absolutely incredible right now, which is brilliant to say. We are playing, of course, the Indianapolis Mavericks, one of the expansion teams, so we're going to be playing them today. But before we get to that, let's have a quick look and see how we've got to where we're at. Now, we left off, of course, against the Yankees, wasn't it? Then we had a series against the Rays. Game 1 here, what really cost us was a poor start from Duplantier. He gave up 5 runs, and we just couldn't quite manage to get that back. 2.2 innings, 5 earned runs. Duplantier at his finest/worst. Now we're going to go back to March again. Oh, hang on, where are we? Was that right? I was right. Then we had the rest of this series here. We won game 2. We won both of them. Game 3 of the series. We actually threw it away in the 8th. Look at that. We gave up 5 runs. We did manage to get it back level, and then in the 10th we won it with a Randall Grishuk walk-off 2-run home run. So that was good to see. Snell got the start in this one, but it was Joe Kelly that let us down in that one with his 3 earned runs from 0 outs. So that was that series. Then we go into May, and we had a series against the Royals, which we swept. Did really good job in that one. Then came the Texas Rangers. We had a really tough time of things against the Rangers. Game 2 here, we really just let ourselves down in the 3rd and 4th innings. They didn't score any other runs outside of that. And we just couldn't quite track them down in the end there. And the 3rd and 4th innings, that was Duplantier, wouldn't you know it, and Kay as well, with sort of no earned runs, but 3 of the runs did cross while he was on the mound. So that was a bit of a disappointing game there, and then we did win game 3 to avoid a sweep, which was good. And this was in Inciarte with a winning RBI in the 9th, having us really let them back into that one. Late on there, so that was a good win. Then we played the Tigers. We swept them. Game 1 here was an absolutely superb start by Jack Patterson. It's Jack, isn't it? Yeah, Jack Patterson. 7 innings, 1 hit, 0 earned runs. Magnificent stuff from him. Game 2, a magnificent start this time from Nate Pearson. 7 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs. And then game 3 of the series, 12-2. This featured a Bo Bichette grand slam. Who doesn't love to see that? That was in the 5th there, so that those 4 runs in the 5th. So yeah, really good performance against the Tigers for us. Then we played the Oakland A's. We lost game 1, as you can see. We won the next 2 though, and game 3 here was again absolutely brilliant. Performance here from Patterson. 7.1 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs. Kay and Reyes unfortunately let it get away from them a little bit in the end there. But there was really nothing riding on the game at that point, us being 9-zip up. So that was the Oakland A's series. Then we played the Red Sox. Game 1 here. A really good performance by Gurriel Jr. 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs, including, you can see there, a home run. And it was a walk-off home run from Tellez in the 9th, obviously, that got us the win. It was a bit of a slow start. We gave up 4 runs in the first. It was a Nate Pearson start, but after that we were pretty much perfect. So that was good to see. So that was game 1 of that series. Game 2 of the series we unfortunately lost. And then game 3 of the Boston Red Sox series, McQuaid with 2 home runs in this one. We can see, just the 1 home run in this one. A 2-run home run, if I could read my own writing. So that was good. And then we also had in this one, Bo Bichette with the walk-off home run in the 10th, having got 2 runs in the 9th to draw it level. So that was good. And that was William McQuaid that did that. That was his 2-run home run that got us into extra innings for Bo to then go and win it for us. So excellent stuff. That brings us to the current series against Indianapolis. We won game 1. Game 2 we unfortunately lost. And again, this was Duplantier, who's becoming a little bit of a problem. 3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. He is number 5 in the rotation, so it's not the worst. But he should be so much better. So we're going to put it down to just a little bit of a rough start. But he's not covering himself in glory in Major League Baseball, is he? Look at these ERAs. Though he was really good for us last season for the most part, a WAR of 3.2. He just let us down a little bit in the playoffs, of course. But yeah, there we go. So that is that. A quick look at the standings, and you can see that we are high-flying, the best team in baseball right now, and looking good. 10 games clear of the Tampa Bay Rays. You can see we've got the best 2 batting averages in Inciarte and Gurriel Jr. They also have the best batting WAR between them. We've got a hit streak for Inciarte, which is finished now, but he got to 24. Pearson's up there in strikeouts, and he's going to go today for us. And you probably can't see that behind my head. And Liam Hendricks is 3rd in saves. So it's going really, really well. Quick update so you can see how everybody is doing individually. If you want to have a bit of a longer look, just give them a quick pause. That's the pitching side of things. A little bit more detail there for you. And the hitting side of things, we can see there. It's very much hot and cold, isn't it? We've got some players in slumps and some players in hot streaks as well. But yeah, that is how everybody is getting on. All right, let's go and have a look and see the lineups for today's game. And this is it. Inciarte leads us off in right field. Bo Bichette is second, batting at shortstop. You know what I mean. Vlad Jr. bats 3rd at 3rd. Matt Beatty is the designated hitter for this one. He bats 4. It's Gurriel Jr. batting 5 in left field. William McQuaid batting 6 at second base. Reese McGuire, the catcher, bats 7. Rowdy Tellez down the order in a slump, bats 8 at first base. Billy Hamilton in a slump. He bats 9 in center field. Nate Pearson on the mound for us. And we're up against Paul Campbell for them. Who's having a rough time of things so far in Indianapolis. It looks like an ERA of just under 8. A WAR of -6, a whip of 1.77. Let's hope we can pile on the pain here for him. And we are up against one of our former players who was nicked from us in Munoz, who was always a relatively decent option for us, let's say. But yeah, he's starting for them. Let's see. Hopefully he won't come back and haunt us. And here we are in Indianapolis. Welcome to one of the new teams of Major League Baseball. It's going to be Inciarte to lead us off. He is the form bat of baseball right now. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we go. Obviously, a first-year team, it's going to be tough for them, sort of living off everybody else's scraps. But yeah, that's Inciarte with a lead-off single into left field. That's what you like to see. And yeah, there we go. It would be an interesting series, actually, I think, if we were to take over an expansion team. There's probably a way in commissioner mode to do that, isn't there? There's Bo Bichette now hitting it into center field's glove almost directly, and that keeps Inciarte at first. Vlad Jr. comes up now. He is batting .369 this season. First pitch swing, Inciarte's going for the steal. They've read him like a book, and that's 2 away. Well, that's silly, isn't it? It's Vlad Jr. now. No one on, 2 out. Let's see what he can do. 1-1's the count. Vlad has popped it up. It's not going to get down, I don't think. No, right field makes the catch, and that does it for the first. 1 hit, but of course that hit was stupidly given away with the attempted steal. And it's Kia Tom, I guess you'd pronounce it, the designated hitter for them, batting .197 this year against Nate Pearson. 2-2's the count. Can Nate start things off with a strikeout? No, he cannot. It's over there, picked up by Tellez, and we just about get the job done there as Pearson covers first. 1 away. Brings up Tyrone Taylor, who's batting .266 this season. Let's see what we can do with him. 1-1's the count. That's a ground ball. It's towards second base, picked up there by William McQuaid over to first, and that'll do it for 2 away. Dustin Fowler I should say, up to bat. Batting .305 this year. Decent stuff from him. 1 and 2 is the count. 2 out, no one on. And that is a strikeout for Nate Pearson to end the first. Still scoreless as Matt Beatty comes up to lead us off. Batting .286 this season. 1 and 2 is the count. And he has got a good piece of it, but left field is there, and that is 1 away. Brings up Gurriel Jr. now, who is batting .284 this season. A first pitch swing from him. Let's see what he can do. He has grounded it towards third base, and that is 2 away. As Munoz, our former player, makes the play there. William McQuaid comes up to bat now, batting .272 this season. 0 and 2's the count on him. 2 out, no one on, and he's popped it up, and that'll do it for the top of the second. And we're going to need Pearson to do a good job for us to keep things scoreless. It's Mitch Garver up to the plate now, batting .227 this season. Pearson 0 and 2. And he strikes out the leadoff man. Excellent stuff by Nate. It brings up McKinstry now, who is batting .236 this year. 2 and 2's the count. 1 out, no one on. Another strikeout for Nate. Excellent, excellent stuff. That is what, 3 now for our pitcher. Yasuel Puig, whose name I can never say, batting .345 this season. 1 and 2's the count, and that is another strikeout for Nate Pearson as he strikes out the side to end the second. It is still scoreless, and it's Reese McGuire, our catcher, to lead us off, batting .300 on the dot so far this season. 2 and 2's the count. And McGuire gets it through the right side of the infield, and that is a leadoff single for our catcher. Now comes the two Frost brothers. It is Rowdy Tellez, who's in a slump, batting .254. 1 and 2's the count on Rowdy. He has got it back up the middle. Yes, he has. Rowdy Tellez with a single. McGuire stays at second. It's 2 on with no one out. For the second of the Frosted brothers, it is Billy Hamilton batting .205 this season. 1 and 2's the count on him. And Billy Hamilton watches strike 3 float past. Inciarte, who is 1 for 1 today. What can he do? First pitch swing. He's hit it. Oh, is that going to be a double play? Run, Ender. No, it's broken up at second by Tellez. Runners at the corners with 2 out for Bo Bichette. He is batting .280 this season. Bo, he's got it straight again into left field's glove this time. Barely had to move, and that is the end of the innings. I should say, actually, I think there is a Discord group. Link to that in the description if you're not already a member of it. And I didn't realise it at the time, but I did post it earlier today in the Discord group as McQuaid has no play at second. That's the first hit of the game for the Mavericks. Bo Bichette actually hit for a cycle in one of the games. It may have been the game he hit the walk-off home run, actually. But yeah, I missed it at the time as well. It was only when I saw the news item for it that I realised that he'd done it. This is a little bit of trouble. 2 on, no one out. Pearson now to face Taylor Sparks. And I tell you what, there was some sparks on that, wasn't it? 98-mile-an-hour fastball for strikeout number 5. Brings Tom back up, the leadoff man. He's 0 for 1 today. 2 and 2's the count. He's hit him, and that loads the bases. Nate Pearson's dug himself a hole here. Tyrone Taylor comes up, who's 0 for 1 today. 1 and 2's the count. We'd love a strikeout. He's popped it up. Billy Hamilton's going to make the play, but I tell you what, I don't think his arm's quite good enough to stop that run from scoring, and we fall behind on the sac fly. It's 1-0 to the Mavericks. 2 away, runners at the corners. Fowler back up to bat. He's 0 for 1 today. 1 and 1's the count. That's been popped up as well. Gurriel Jr.'s there. Should make a simple catch. He does. That ends the third, but we are behind 1-0 now to the Indianapolis Mavericks. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes up. He's 0 for 1. 2 and 1's the count. Come on, Vlad. He's popped it up. Right field's going back, but it should be a simple catch. Just short. Oh, he's dropped it. Well, that is a howler by Puig out there in right field. Vlad Jr. reaches on the error. Matt Beatty, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch swing from him, and he's been hit. Pitcher's taking out his frustration on his right fielder, on our designated hitter. That's uncalled for, and there's 2 on, none out all of a sudden for Gurriel Jr., who's 0 for 1 today. 2 and 0's the count. Gurriel Jr., is that going to drop in? No, second baseman has a rocket on his back, and that is 1 away. McQuaid Jr. now comes up. McQuaid Jr.? No, just McQuaid. And that is a run, William, run, and that's a double play to end the innings. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Pearson comes back out now to face Garver, who is 0 for 1 today. 3-0's the count. That is popped up, and that should be caught by one of 3 players, and it's going to be Vlad Jr. that makes the play for 1 away. McKinstry comes up now. He's 0 for 1 today. 2-2's the count. Sitting down, Nate. No, it's popped up, though. Hamilton just strolls over, and he does make a simple catch for 2 away. Puig comes up now. He's, I'm sure, going to be annoyed at himself for that error in right field. Hopefully, he's going to compound it here by striking out. Yes, he does, and that ends the 4th. All right, let's go get some runs. It's Maguire now, the catcher, who's 1 for 1 today. A first pitch swing from him. Maguire rips it down towards first base, fielded by the first baseman, over to the pitcher, covering first, and that is 1 away. Rowdy Tellez now, who's also 1 for 1. 0-2's the count. Tellez gets a piece of it, but right field going back. I'm sure he's going to catch this one. No such luck. He does make the play that time. And it's Billy Hamilton with 2 out, no one on. Let's see what Billy can do. 1-1's the count. He looks to lay down a bunt. How fast are you, Billy? Can he outdo it? No, he cannot. And that'll end the 5th. I tell you what, for pitchers whose ERA was 8, near enough, we're not doing too much with him, are we? It's Munoz that comes up to face Pearson. Full count. That is ground ball there to Bichette, over to first mate, and that is 1 away. All right. Addison Russell comes up now. He's 1 for 1 today. 1-1's the count. What's going to happen here? It's down towards first base. Easy play for Tellez, and that is 2 away for Taylor Sparks, who's 0 for 1. 0-2 is the count. 2 out, no one on. Sitting down, Nate. Come on. Excellent pitch, wasn't it? Just looked like it was drifting back in towards him, and that is the end of the 5th. Still 1 near down. Inciarte, who's 1 for 2 today. Can he get us off to a good start here? 0-1's the count. What is the first baseman doing? It's ripped there to the fence in centre field. Go for second, Inciarte. You'll get there, mate. There it is. Leadoff man aboard. And he continues to just hit for fun this season. Inciarte in at second. And it is Bo Bichette, who's 0 for 2 today. 0-2's the count. Bo strikes out for 1 away. It's Vlad Jr. now, who's 0 for 2 as well. What can he do? First pitch swing. It's got away from the catcher. That gets Inciarte to third. The tying run is just 90 feet away. Can Vlad Jr. put this in play for us and tie us up? He has not managed to do that, and that is 2 away. Well, he has, but, you know. It brings up Matt Beattie, who is 0 for 1. 3-1's the count. Can he get himself on base here? Beattie, he has hit it well. It's going to drop in, and Beattie drives in the tying run. It's going to be at least a double. He slides into second, and Matt Beattie with the RBI double to tie us up. Excellent work there by the DH. And it's going to be Gurrell Jr. now with a chance to give us a lead. He's 0 for 2 today. 2-2's the count. 2 out, man at second. Gurrell Jr. grounds at the shortstop, and that is going to end the innings. But we have tied it up, so that's something. And is Pearson going to come back out? He is, to face Tom, their leadoff man, who's 0 for 1 today. 1-2's the count. Come on, Nate. Sitting down, mate. Sitting down. There it is. Another strikeout for Pearson. Number 8 through, was it 5 1/3? It's Taylor now that comes up. He's 0 for 1 today. Full count. That is a ground ball to Tellez. It should be a simple play at first, which it is, and that is 2 away. Brings up Dustin Fowler, who's 0 for 2. 1-2's the count. Come on, Nate. Strike him out, mate. Sitting down. There it is. Nate Pearson. Strikeout number 9. And that ends the 6th. Let's see what William McQuaid can do leading us off here. He's 0 for 2 today. Full count on the leadoff man. Come on, William. He has grounded it. Is that going to be playable? Yes, it is, and that is 1 away. Brings up Reese Maguire now, who's 1 for 2 today. Had a decent time of things. 2-1. Maguire slaps it down into left field, and that is going to be a 1-out single for Reese Maguire, who continues to have a wonderful season with the bat. Rowdy Tellez now, who's 1 for 2 today. 1-2's also the count. I forgot to show you at the start the All-Star voting after the game. Hopefully I'll remember to show you the All-Star voting, and that is going to get Maguire to third. The Tellez single. So now we're 1 out with the runners at the corners, and it's Billy Hamilton with a chance. He's 0 for 2, but he can give us a lead here. Come on, Billy. Hamilton rips it into right field. That's going to score one. Tellez waits at second, does he? Yes, he does. But Billy Hamilton delivers the RBI single. Excellent work from him. Inciarte, who is 2 for 3 today. Full count. Can he keep this going for us? He has walked. Bases are loaded with 1 out, and it's Bo Bichette, who's not had a great day at the plate. He is 0 for 3. 2-0's the count. Can Bo do something? Bo Bichette rips it into right centre field. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. That is only going to score 2. It's a 2 RBI double for Bo Bichette. And that gives us a nice little lead now of 4-1 with Vlad Jr. at the plate. 1 out, runners at second and third. What can Vlad do? First pitch swing. They've walked him. Possibly an intelligent thing to do, which brings up Matt Beattie to face new man Josh Taylor, who comes to the mound. Let's have a quick look at Josh, shall we? ERA this season so far of 5.23. He looks average at best, to be honest. So let's see what we can do with him. It's Matt Beattie, as I said, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI. He has a chance to really pad those RBI numbers here. It's a first pitch swing as well. Beattie. He has got it through the infield, which was fielding in close, and that is going to score 2 more. A 2 RBI single for Matt Beattie, and that is 6-1, and we're just starting to get a stranglehold on this game now, aren't we? Gurrell Jr. comes in now. He is 0 for 3. Can he get himself going here? That is got away from the catcher. Runners move along 1. That gets rid of the force, which is important with already 1 out. Can Gurrell Jr. now give us another extended lead? No, he cannot. He strikes out. That's 2 away, and it's William McQuaid now, who's 0 for 3. Not had a great time of things today. 3-1's the count, and he gets himself on base to load the bases up. Reese McGuire, who's 2 for 3. First pitch swing. McGuire, he has got it through, and it's going to further extend the lead. That's 1 across the plate. A second run as well. It's another 2 RBI single for Reese McGuire. It's 8-1 now. 7 runs have crossed the plate for us in this 7th innings, and we are pity hitting as Pizarra comes in to pinch hit for, who was batting number 8? Oh, Rowdy Tellez, wasn't it? So let's see what our youngster can do with 2 out. He has got a piece of it, but it's going to be caught out there in right field, you assume. Ray, he does make a catch, and that is the end of the 7th, but a very productive 7th. We stretch now with an 8-1 lead, and Anthony Kay comes in. A good outing, that one from Pearson, wasn't it? And Kay comes in now to hopefully close this out for us. 3-1 on their leadoff man, Garver, and he has grounded that to second base into sort of a shift, and that is 1 away. Kay now to continue to Chris Colin, an unfortunate name, batting .571 this season, though he's only had 7 at-bats. 0-1's the count. Kay hits him. That seemed unnecessary. For Yasuel Pui to come up and bat. He is 0 for 2 today. He has ripped that, and that is going to be 8-3. Anthony Kay not making the best work of his appearance today. A 2-run home run for Pui. It's 377 feet over the left field fence. And it's Euro Munoz, our former player, of course, who's 1 for 2 today to come in and face Kay. And he walks another one. Anthony, mate, what are you doing? You're killing me here. It's Addison Russell now, who's 1 for 2. That's more like it, Kay. He gets the strikeout with 3 pitches. And Tyler Sparks, who's 0 for 2, comes up to bat now. That is ripped over Bo Bichette's head into left field, and that is a 2-out single. Moves the runner along to second. Tom comes up to bat. He's 0 for 2 to face Kay. What we don't want to do is give them away back into this game, and that should be a simple play at second. It is. And we get out of that innings with limited damage. 8-3 is now the score. We are going to face another pitcher now, Kendall Graveman. Quick look at him as Billy Hamilton comes in to lead us off. ERA just a smidge under 5. Negative WAR. Whip 160. And yeah, you'd like to think we can get a hold of him here. It is Billy Hamilton, who is of course 1 for 3 today. Did of course get that nice RBI hit for us last time. This time he grounded out the shortstop, and not even Billy Hamilton can beat that throw to first. 1 away. It brings up Inciarte, who's 2 for 3 today. 2-1 is the count with no one on. Inciarte pops it up, and that's going to be caught out there in left field. And that's going to be 2 away for Bo Bichette now to come up to bat. Let's see what Bo can do. 1 for 4, of course. He did get the good hit, the double last time up. This time he grounds at the third base, and that'll do it. Oh, it's an error. Munez, our former player, once a J, always a J, fumbles the ball at third, and that gets Bichette to first. It's Vlad Jr. now. Can he really make them pay? He's 0 for 3 today, is Vlad. Not had a good time of things. That's a swinging bunt. I don't think he's going to beat that, is he? Oh, he is. Vlad Jr. puts on the afterburners, gets an infield hit, keeps the innings ticking along, and he's injured on the play. Hopefully that's not too serious. Randall Grieshot comes in the pinch run. Interesting choice, that one. Beatty comes in the bat. Actually, we're probably running out of options to come in, to be honest. That is a pop-up to center field. That's going to end the innings, but now I think we're very, very concerned as to exactly how serious that Vlad Jr. injury is. Maybe he didn't need to run quite so fast. Grieshot comes into play first. Drury's over at third. And Taylor, 3-0 to lead off against McKay. Not McKay, just K. Anthony K. And that'll do it for him as Anderson Espinoza comes in. He's been wonderful for us so far this season. 1-0 though on his first man, Dustin Flower. That is a single into left field. And I'll tell you what. A home run now gets it 8-6, and we have a bit of a nervous ninth. Anderson to face Garver. A first pitch swing. That is popped up. It should be caught by Grieshot. It's just like in the outfield, mate. There we go. He does make the catch for one away. The runners don't advance. And that is what we wanted to see. 2-1, and that is down towards third base. Drury, there's one. Can we turn the double? McQuaid does turn the double. And that is the end of the 8th. All right, let's see if we can get a few insurance runs here. It's Gurriel Jr. who has looked absolutely hopeless today, 0 for 4. And he gets a hit there. All right, a leadoff single there for Gurriel Jr. to go 1 for 5 for the day. And it's going to bring up William McQuaid to face the new pitcher Barlow, whose ERA is in the mid-5s. 3-1 is the count on McQuaid. Again, not had a fantastic day. He walks again, though. That is 2 on, no one out for Reese Maguire, who has had a good day, going 3 for 4. 2-0's the count. Maguire gets a piece of it, but it's popped up, and I don't think it's deep enough to advance any runners either. And that is 1 away. Brandon Drury comes in the bat now. He's batting .293 this season. First pitch swing. We're looking for the double steal. That seems ridiculous, but we've got there. And we'll take it. That's fantastic. Forster's gone. Runners at second and third. And it's Drury now with a chance to extend the lead. Gets away from the catcher. That will extend the lead as Gurriel Jr. comes in to score. McQuaid goes over to third. And Drury still with a chance now to extend the lead. 1 and 2's the count. Drury grounds at the shortstop. That's going to bring McQuaid across the plate. Another run crosses. It's 10-3. That should be enough now for us to have or avoid any nervousness in the ninth. Hamilton comes in the bat. He's 1 for 4 today. Hamilton grounds at the shortstop, and that'll just about do it for us at the plate today. And is Espinoza going to come back out? Yes, he is, to face Pui, who of course did crush a home run last time up. 1 and 2 is the count. Anderson Espinoza strikes him out this time around, and that's 1 away. Munoz comes up to bat now. He's 1 for 2 today. What can Espinoza do with him? Another strikeout for Anderson Espinoza. He is looking good. Addison Russell now. They're down to their final out. 2 and 2's the count. Can Espinoza finish it in style? No, he cannot. And it's going to be that might actually be a double as Hamilton goes to the fence to retrieve it. And it is a 2-out double. Bit of an anticlimax, that, isn't it? All right. Let's see what Espinoza can do now with Tyler Sparks, who is 1 for 3 today. 3-0's the count. Come on, Anderson. He walks him. That's a bit silly, isn't it? And it brings up Tom, who's 0 for 3 today. 0 and 2's the count. All right, is this the end? Yes, it is. Espinoza eventually closes it out. We've beaten the Mavericks 10-3. So a monster 7th innings gets the job done for us. We're above 700 now. It's just a dream season so far. My only concern is that it's only May and they don't hand out World Series in May, do they? So we're going to have to hopefully keep this form going, but we just look so strong right now. It's amazing. Now, I did want to give you an update on the All-Star voting, American League voting here. As you would imagine, we do have some players in the conversation. Denny Jansen is second at catchers, even though he's not actually starting for us right now. We do have the top votes getter is Vlad Jr. We do have Rowdy Tellez, third among first basemen, though his batting slump is maybe holding him back a little bit. Gurriel Jr. we can see there at third base as topping the voting. If we go down a little bit, in left field, no. Center field, no. Right field, Inciarte, as you would imagine, batting the best part of 400 is up there. And then in terms of pitching, we have Nate Pearson and Blake Snell in the top 5. We have Halsey and also Alex Reyes in the top 5 of relievers. So it's just, it's going really, really well for us. If you want to have an update on the National League voting, I'll put that up there for you, and then I'll scroll down a little bit in just a second. If you want to have a longer look, just give it a quick pause. And that is how the National League votes are shaping up. But guys, that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. We've got to come back. It's the first year player draft. Is it the 4th? It's usually the 4th, isn't it? The 4th of the 6th. So we'll be back to face the White Sox in the middle of a series there, and also have the first year player draft. A quick update of the draft pool. Now I've got to remember how to get to this, don't I? And here it is. This is the draft pool. There's a couple of decent looking options in there. Unfortunately for us, we're not going to have the best choice of players because we're down there. We're going 30th and 10th. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I think a lot of those players may be gone, the good ones, but we'll see where we go. That's all for next time, guys. If you do have a suggestion of who we should look to go after, I think given that we do currently have Hamilton in center field, Drew Jones, a good center fielder, is probably the option I'd like to go for. But as I said, there's 9 other teams that go before us, and chances are that he may be taken before we get a chance to get there. These are the OSA ratings now, obviously, as well. But there we go. That's all for next time, guys. Until then, Jared Southard, we had him in a series before at the Mets or something, didn't we? Anyway, if you enjoyed that, hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Join the Discord. Link in the description. And I'll see you next time. Take care.